I really appreciate you turning out today for our webinar that's being given in a really difficult economy right now. I'm going to teach you how to make more than 50% profit on orders, regardless of how tariffs are. And we're going to talk a little bit about those, and I'm going to try and help you the best way I can in what is a trying economy or a thinking person's way, I guess, to expand their business. But first, we want to thank all these great suppliers that are shown on this screen. I know all these suppliers, these service providers. I've used them for years, and I would recommend every one of them, from Southern Plus, Snugs, Trainer. They're all great. But ASI is sponsoring our webinars now, and I have been an ASI member for 35 years. They've always treated me correctly. I've made a lot of money from going to their shows and using their ideas. And I'm going to show you a couple of little brief videos about what they can do for you. And the ASI show is coming up in July in Chicago, and I'm going to go to that. And if you come, I would love to meet you when there. The way to find high profit buyers is to use dynamic mailing programs, sell educated buyers, create referrals. Referrals have to be about 25% of your business. You need to eliminate price shoppers. Don't fool with people that don't want to pay you what you feel that you deserve. How to find unknown buyers. I guarantee you there are people that buy at companies you've called on that you don't even know they do that. And how to sell non-sensitive price products. That means ones not affected by tariffs. On the screen right now are 3 programs that I've used for creative mailing programs. I used to do a card program up the top half, left half of the screen, where I would send out cards to businesses, marketing directors, and if you return the card, I would bring you a free Howard Miller clock. I would bring you a pair of Fisker scissors. I would bring you a Schaefer pen. I got about 9% return on these cards and did really well. And below that is a magnet program I did, where we just build websites specifically to selling magnets. I'm going to talk to you about how to sell specific websites in the webinar. That postcard thing worked really well. I targeted chambers, and I got about a 10% return rate on orders based on the number of those cards we sent out. And there in the center is me a while back with a cell phone holder that Quickie made that folded up. It was a self-imposed mailer, and I used that to send out. These kind of programs are what gets you full price buyers, not just sending out ideas for EQP pricing, et cetera, et cetera. Now, Sunjoy is the best electronics supplier, I think, in the industry. I've known Harrison Few that owns them from ever. There's a great little 10% off wireless chargers offer on the screen right now, and I'm going to talk to you about Sunjoy in a little while. Now, only sell educated buyers. That means you don't want to sell somebody like this guy on the screen down at the bottom. Those are people looking for prices, cheaper prices. They don't know anything about the products. They don't know anything about the industry. They think to be successful, they need to beat you down on the price. Do not call on people like that. You want to avoid prospects with no confidence, zero confidence, little knowledge, people that have chips on their shoulders, smart alecks, people that are doing a job that they're really not qualified to do, but they can't admit it. Maybe they don't know anything about marketing, but they're the marketing person, and people that are just downright arrogant. I don't have any time for that. I work hard at this, and I want to get an accurate return for what effort I put into it. Now, here is a cute little video.
Always look for educated buyers. They are customers that look for quality. They know what they want. They need it delivered on time, and they don't mess you around on getting artwork late or slow paying you. I always look for educated buyers because I don't want to deal with people that waste my time.
You've just got to have that attitude and walk away from bad deals. When people are not respectful for you, tell you they can get it cheaper, just say fine, go get it, and leave them alone and find a good buyer. Logo Match offer on the screen right now. I always talk about Logo Match in the webinar. It's 5% off an order. That is a great product to sell because it repeats over and over and over again. Now, to find high profit buyers, you've got to use an AI-based contact service to identify buyers. I use Seamless AI because that's real-time information current contact, email, phone, and everything. So if you want to build up a mailing list to do repetitive mailings, that's where I'm going to go to build that list. I'm never going to buy a list, but lists that you buy are inaccurate, and they are about 30%. Well, about 30% of what they sell you is just not accurate information. And what you need to do is, if you build your list, mail your products and flyers repetitively, like these smash lights from Bensel over here on the right. This is a dynamic mailing product. You send those to a big company 3 or 4 times, you call them on the phone, they're going to pay attention to you because you spent some effort in trying to develop their business and show them what you can do. And then after you've mailed those repetitively, you go call on the people, and then you try and call them on the phone and email them. And this just goes on and on and on. Never give up until you get to a point where you don't think they're going to get back with you. Close them up and move on to somebody else. Smashlight samples from cmadlock@bensel.com. And there on the left above Seamless AI is my friend John Gauchi, who works for Apogee. There's a $50 off a first order of $150. You want to make more than 50% profit on an order, sell an order for Apogee, use that $50 off, and you're up to where you're making almost 60% on an order. Do volunteer work. I volunteer all the time. I volunteer for things because I want to meet like-minded people. People that vote like me. Well, if I'm going to meet somebody and they voted my way, then we're going to have a bond. Where if they voted for somebody I really didn't like, we're not going to have much of anything in common. So do volunteer work where people there are like-minded, that when you talk to them, they know that you're going to be like them and someone that they want to deal with. Now, I've done a lot of political volunteer work. That campaigns just go on and on and on now. You can volunteer for these. You meet like-minded people. You can sell mats to campaign workers. You can sell mats to campaign candidates. And like the Jefferson Support Genevieve Collins up there, that was a mat that was done as a fundraiser for a Congress race here in town. And they sold about 305 of those mats, which was really, really, really good. M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com if you would like to have mat samples. Secret buyers pay full price. These are buyers and companies that you don't know exist. The Bombay Company was at my time, one time was my biggest customer. They had 475 stores in the US and Canada. I bought from the purchasing manager. She just called me and said, Don, I've got these orders. And then one day I thought, I wonder who these orders are coming from. I asked her, and she says, oh, I place all the orders for our 7 different marketing people. Well, I didn't even know they had 7 different marketing people. But when I knew they did, I got after them. And of those 7, I started selling 4 of those 7 buyers even more products because I never even asked. I'm sitting here telling you that I know what I'm doing, but I don't, because I never even inquired where those departments were in her company. But once you get those people and you get them lined up, they're going to buy from you forever. And referrals must be 25% of your sales if you want to be successful. Great screen charge, free screen charge for trainer on the screen. Gil, I love Gil Studios. Mike Malinowski is my friend who runs Gil. They are the best USA made decal, sticker, bumper sticker, sign company in the industry. And there's a free setup from my friends at Cloth Promotions. And remember, the ASI show in Chicago, I believe it's July 22nd to 24th. That's pretty close on the dates. Now here is a cute little video I'd like for you to watch. It only runs 1 minute. It's about ASI shows. I love the mini hot dogs they have at those shows, and I get some great Facebook offerings. You see me at a show right there in Fort Worth. That's not in Chicago, but I get great results from going to ASI shows.
The ASI show is awesome. Our business is up, and this is how we come and thank our vendors and how they help me grow my business.
We're really having a good time and excited to see you tomorrow.
It's been a great experience walking around, and the show is great. Have very great information, and everybody's very friendly. halfway through the show, but I'm really learning a lot, and the vendors are really helpful. I encourage everyone to come to one of the shows. It's awesome. There's been great customers all day, really busy, love the atmosphere, really great.
I'm not kidding you about the ASI shows. I go to those things, I have the best time, and I learn stuff. So if you've never been to a show, what you saw is exactly how a show goes, and the enormity of the show is at a point where you can get around and you can talk to people and spend time with them. Now let's talk about dynamic self-promotions. You're not going to go anywhere if you're using paper business cards. I have always used self-promotions that set me apart from other people, and you must do this too. I've used cloth promotions, lens cleaning cloths, forever. There's the cloth that I use on the center of the screen unfolded, and then you see it folded in its pouch below that. When I meet someone at I meet someone at a mixer or an event, I meet them in a restaurant or whatever, I tell them what I do. I pull out one of those cloths, I clean their phone, excuse me, or their iPad, fold it back up, give it to them and say, why don't we do some of these with your logo on it? I've sold a bunch of orders, but doing that exact approach. There's a self-promotion pricing on the right for cloth promotions, orders at clothpromotions.com. Carla Madlock, see Madlock at Bensel.com. I talked to them about them before. I showed you those smash lights, which are on the screen right now. These are great offers, and if you use products like this, you will outsell your competitors. Unique makes prospects want to pay more. People are not going to pay more for people that send them stuff that says, I'll give you EQP pricing. I'm desperate, I have to give you a cheaper price. You go in with quality stuff, a quality attitude, and that's how you get full price buyers. Now the Quick Oil by Quickie, I'm showing you this right now. It is the PPAI product of the century. This came out in 1951 from Quickie. It's one of the oldest promo items in the industry. These are self-promotion shots of Quick Oils right here on the screen. You can get these with your logo. Email info@quickie.com. They'll tell you how to do that. This is a great product, is an icebreaker. You show somebody this, they're going to give you a very cool reaction. These type of products is what gets you full price buyer. Here's a little thing all about Bensel and their dynamic self promotions, and this is a really cute little 15-second video. You can email cmadlock@bensel.com. Tell her you want self-promotion information. I push these suppliers because I believe in what they sell, what they do, and they're only top-line suppliers that won't make excuses. $25 off an order coupon from Bensel. There is a key ring offer and another smash light and 50 pins for $70. I think is just a great deal. Now let's talk about bottled water. Bottled water I talk about in every one of these webinars because I know Alexa Springs, they have the finest tasting water in the industry. Now I'm telling you, the biggest misnomer about this has been people lose orders on water or don't make any money on it. What they're doing is they're competing with purified water. Now, if you don't know what purified water is, it was water that came out of a municipal water source. It has been filtered to where it will not kill you, but the taste is not as good as spring water. So when someone says I buy purified water, like Aquafina, they're trying to get you to buy this water because they put it in a metal bottle. Here's a box water. I don't care, $7 for that little box. It says it's purified water. That means that that water was in a sewer at one time. Virgin Hotels is buying purified water. All they're doing here is looking to give their customers something that is cheap.
I am into dealing with honest suppliers. So when a supplier tells me they have a product, I'd like to know exactly what that product is. If I'm buying bottled water and it says it's purified with reverse osmosis, what does that really mean? Well, it really means that that water at one time was in a toilet or in a sewer. It's been cleaned where it won't kill you, but the taste is not as good as natural spring water. There are boxed water companies. There are companies that put water in aluminum bottles, all saying that it is the greatest thing in the world. In reality, it was sewer water. So watch out when you sell water. Alexa Springs water came from a natural spring. It has small filtering done to it, but it doesn't start out in a toilet. It starts out in the Ouachita National Forest in Mount Ida, Arkansas.
Now, you ask customers and say, I can get a better price on it. Say, is that water purified? Yes. You tell them that little story and they're going to look at you differently and think, oh, really? I didn't know that. Brian at alexasprings.com if you'd like to have samples of Alexa Springs water, best tasting in the industry. Now, this is a little minute video from Snugs. The reason I'm showing you this, you do not make high profits on like Stanley or Yeti. Those are great products, but you can't get them half the time, and they're not marked up very much. Snugs has Thermos, which is an old company, and this is exactly how their products work. So when you get into instances where people want expensive coolers, they want expensive drinkware products, Thermos products are available and just more than excellent.
Thermos brand has delivered superior quality products and performance standards. Our vacuum insulation technology continues to live up to that same quality and performance. Meaning, you can be sure that what you put in your vacuum insulated Thermos brand product will stay hot or cold. Before the vacuum insulation process is applied, containers will let in heat or cold. By creating an airless space between two walls, we virtually eliminate the convection process and temperature change within the product. So the contents maintain their temperature regardless of what elements surround the product. Engineered utilizing refined design, ergonomic functionality, and premium materials, genuine Thermos brand vacuum insulated products are developed and tested for optimized performance, hot or cold. They're made to last.
You know, I've been doing this for more than 35 years, and I got to be honest with you, I did not know how a vacuum bottle worked. And I'm fairly intelligent, but I had no clue. It just worked, and I just went with it. Thermos is available. It's available from Snugs. Show it, because you can get it, and you can make more profit on it than you can on other vacuum bottle companies. Customer care at snugsyusa.com if you'd like to know how to get a sample of Thermos products. Now, rush orders offer more return than any order you can sell. We make 60% on our rush orders. I'm taking a chance by doing these. Everything has to be delivered on time. It has to go just perfectly. When it does, you're a hero, and your customer does not care how much you charge them. They just want to make sure they get the order on time. So if you want to do rush orders from 3 reliable suppliers, Snugs has a service where they do next day ship on hundreds of products. Innovation Line has a turbo service, which is 24-hour service. And Sunjoy, I told you about, they have quick ship, which will ship in 2 to 3 days, guaranteed. So go out and sell rush orders, and when you do, place those orders with suppliers that you know exist, not a supplier you just pick up off the web who you know nothing about. If you're going to do rush order business, buy from reputable suppliers. Awards are the highest profit margin product in the industry. My friend John Gauchi, who runs Apogee, is a great guy. He will create self-promo flyers for you with your logo on it, which you can mail to people. Here are 2 $50 off a first order coupons from them. Remember, use those and you're going to make much more than 50% product. And here is John.
Hello, John. Hello, everybody. Johnny G from Apogee. Thanks for having me back. Today, we're talking about enhancing your margins, making a little bit more money on the products that you sell. No better place than to do it with recognition or to do it with a plaque that they've never seen before. They have to buy it from you. Don't shy away from recognition, everybody. Go out there. We'll make you the experts. We'll do all the work. I'm Johnny G from Apogee. Talk to you again.
John is such a nice man. He is so dedicated to this industry. There's his information on the screen. You can email him and he will send you a sample. He will do whatever he needs to do to help you learn how to sell recognition. Now, I talk about ad capital because I know Lance Dunn is my dear friend who owns this supplier. They have been around for such a long time and do great American-made products and other products which are needed, which have excellent printing detail. They have all new screen printing equipment, everything, and they can cut logos and imprints and make it on a one-up screen and make the detail that you're seeing from Arnold Schwarzenegger right there. That is an absolutely perfect imprint. You've got a free screen charge on the screen to try out Ad Capital. They also made safety vests, which are made in their factory in Monroe, North Carolina. This is a great supplier. If you'd like to have a sample of a vest or one of those shirts, you can email sales team at adcapital.com. Now, I make my own brief YouTube videos, you can too. If you'll pick up how to do these and start sending them consistently to your customers, you will get a positive response. This is a short little video from Cloth Promotion. That is just straight to the point. If you'd like to have active marketing products, those shown in that, samples from Cloth Promotions, you can email Scott at clothpromotions.com. I've known the Opera family that own that supplier for 20 years. They just do a great job. And there is a free screen charge for them on the screen right there. Logo mats sell on an A, 50% product. That's what they start out on. You can make 50% product by selling mats. I talked about selling mats to campaigns, but here is a point of purchase scraper mat. There's a Floor Impressions, which has a different type of imprint. Logo Mats has all kinds of different mat styles. Mats are an absolute great reorder product because they are made in Georgia. 5% off a coupon for Logo Mats on the screen. M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com if you'd like to have a sample kit. And they also have 2025 printed catalogs, a rarity in the industry. You can get them by emailing M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com. Now, if you want quality samples to show your customers that will not break, do not blow up, are not bad, Sunjoy has them. They have power banks, they have wireless speakers, they have wireless chargers, they have earbuds. There's a $50 off an order coupon from Sunjoy. Add that to your order and you're making $50 more profit. Bella at sunjoy.us for Sunjoy samples. Now, quality products are not price sensitive. That means you sell stuff that is made right. You sell products that don't fall apart. Bad tasting water, I don't want to sell that. Sell Alexa Springs. It's better quality. Sunjoy's power banks, they don't explode like some electronics companies. And broken mug handles. If you buy cheap mugs, you know why they're cheap? The handles are going to break off of them. Don't sell that stuff. Sell American-made quality samples. You can get these from Burlacamp. Sales at burlacamp.com. They have motorcycle kickstand pads right now. Great product for bikers in the spring for rallies. Coaster, Burlacamp makes a great raised letter coaster They make license plate frames. Get samples of these. Show these to motorcycle people. Show these to people looking for quality, and you will not have to worry about sensitive price buyers. Now, you need to protect your profits by avoiding scammers. Do not give your money away that is so hard to make. People are always out trying to scam you. A lot of these I figure out early, but some of them have even got me. My friend Greg Blumstein that owns Promo Social Post, I'm going to tell you what he does, or he's going to talk to you about what he does. But this is a great little thing where he is showing people how to avoid Facebook scammers.
Greg from Promo Social Post, talking how to avoid being a victim of social media scams. We all probably have received emails or text messages talking about your social page is going to be closed unless you click on this link and resolve some issues. Whatever you do, do not click on that link. It is very important to always go to the social platform like Facebook and see if you receive the message directly from there. If you have not, then it's most likely a scam. You can go to our website, promosocialpost.com/resources, to get a document that talks about how to avoid these scams.
If you'll email Greg at promosocialpost.com, he'll send you the link on how to do that. And he's a real up and up guy. He's a distributor just like I am. And he does social media for distributors on the side. And he's completely honest. And I would recommend him just absolutely completely. Another misnomer in products which are sold cheaply, where you're not going to make money, is you'll run into somebody who says, well, I need to buy some lapel pins. And you're going to say, well, what type of lapel pin do you want? They're going to say, well, I don't know. I just need lapel pins. Well, the person that has quoted that lapel pin that's going to be cheaper than you, they don't know that there are at least 16 to 20 different styles of lapel pins. Here are 8 on the screen right now: photodome, laser fired, screen printed, etc. Cut out. A lot of distributors do not know the differences in lapel pins. And because they don't, they lose orders because they just say, well, I can't match that price. But if you say, well, what type of process do you want? They'll say, well, I didn't know, or they're different ones. That gives you the chance to step in, show that you're a quality seller, and make money and knock out the price seller. Michael at pinmachine.com if you'd like to have a sample kit. And right there on the order, on the screen right now, is a free spec sample, $100 value. You send Pin Machine a logo, they will make you a lapel pin. Great deal. Educated buyers only buy from educated distributors. If you're going to sell big orders, you're going to be selling educated buyers. They're not going to fool with you if you don't know your stuff. Do you know how many pounds foldable chairs can hold before breaking? Well, probably not. Nobody else does. But do you know Southern Pluses will hold like 50 pounds more than other chairs? If you don't know on some products, you don't know. It's nobody's fault. People are not taught. What reason these products are all priced differently is because there are differences in these products. Somebody's going to try and sell you a chair for $22. Well, it's obviously going to break pretty quick, where if you buy a $40 chair, it's not going to break. You just need to be selling quality. Order entry at southernplus.com. If you'd like to know about how to get a chair sample, and there is a great little 5% off an order coupon from them on the screen right now. Now, the greatest way to solve tariff products is by selling American made. Use a negative to separate yourself from short-sighted distributors. Distributors have been all over the internet, freaked out by these tariffs. This is the greatest time in the world to expand your business, because what this is going to do is knock people that don't know how to do this out of the industry. You can take their business. These are all American-made companies on the screen right now. 10% off, up there with the Rocket. That is Showdown. There's Alexa Springs with My Great Water, Trainer. Gill, I talked about Gill and their stickers. Those are made in Kansas City. Logo Match is American made. Apogee is American made, and so is Burlacamp. If you want to know how to outsell people, make particular stores. Create American-made stores. Only pitch American-made products that you can get to certain customers. You can style these as American-made stores, tariff-free products, made in the USA. Now, this is a minute video on ESP stores. If you don't know about their store program, just watch the video. It's very cool and informative, and it will help you learn about the store process.
Our communities thrive because of the connections we share at work, at play, and in service to the places we call home. Teams, schools, and businesses need ways to help people show their pride in those connections. That's where a custom store comes in. Maybe it's for the next Little League season, a big upcoming fundraiser, or a company store filled with branded swag for employee recognition and wellness programs. Whatever the reason, your clients can bring their community together with a store built just for them. Introducing ASI's ESP Plus stores, the fun, easy way to build and launch branded stores. Curate products, simplify order fulfillment, and the easiest way to expand your reach and increase revenue. ESP Plus stores, helping your clients connect their communities. One jersey, notebook, travel mug, or hat at a time. Reach out to ASI and learn more about ESP Plus stores today.
Email asmith@asicentral.com, and Amanda will send you a link and show you exactly how to get started on this. I'm telling you, stores are a problem from some people. They just really don't understand them, and there's so many alternatives on it. I don't either. But the ESP one is something that I've known about forever, or since they've been starting these things, and they're just great and easy to work with. Now, you need to limit product choices. People go in and they just show too many things, trying to look like they're smarter than other distributors. Distributors who try to appear to be professional, it says this little box here, they come in with too many choices. They confuse their buyer. The better choice is if someone says, I want to buy a cooler, send them that Southern Plus thing right there on the left, that Southern Plus, and say, how about one of these? Summer gifts. How about sending them that little Southern Plus thing? Summer is fun. Those boat tags. They want to buy a boat tag. Send them that. They want to buy an item for golf. Send them that golf flyer and just say, hey, what do you think about these? You don't need to do any more research than just send them that flyer and ask them, are we going in the right direction? Innovation Line has these great little golf products, which are total gift items that you give to golfers at charity golf tournaments, country club events, anytime you want to provide golf incentives. Chris at innovation-line.com, he'll send you a sample of that golf idea that they've got from Innovation Line. They are great at golf products, just like Southern Plus is. Limit your choices. 90% of the time, 3 choices close the sale. Easier to offer fewer choices, less customer confusion, and a quicker sale. Now, stay away from exaggerating publicity. The worst thing about AI and all this is they are taking people that know nothing about anything, trying to make them professional. And if you don't know anything, you cannot be made to know what you are not. It's got this white label PR that sells itself. Well, they're showing an NBC and a Fox News logo on it. What they're trying to say is, if you'll give us money, we'll get you on those programs or on those feeds, which they don't have the capability of doing that. That is so not true. Stay away from that baloney. Instead, use this sales approach.
Thanks for having me back again, everybody. We were talking about recognition earlier. Now we're going to talk about not plaques, but desk awards. You don't have to be an expert to sell recognition. Apogee will do it all for you. We are your secret weapon. You can sell them a glass crystal award that looks completely different than the competition. Go out there and talk recognition. See you later, guys.
Get John to do some samples from you, get him to do you some flyers and send those out. Spend your time and resources on that. Not this baloney over here on the left, or these email services that send out 30,000 emails a day for you. That stuff just doesn't work. I mean, some of those things are $1,800 and $1,900 a month. Keep your money and do this correctly. Now, following up properly creates increased profits. Most distributors just don't follow up on time. And the best way to do it is to keep from fail at closing is because don't wait too long to follow up. Follow up within 2 days when you meet anybody. Sometimes follow up the next day. If they don't get back with you, follow up 2 days later. If they don't get back with you, follow up a day after that. You don't get anything out of them, move on. But follow up consistently. The follow-up process will give you time to get information from a supplier. They might say, well, let me check on some artwork. And when you get back with them, and then you'll find out information that will help you make more money. Showdown is one of my favorite suppliers that I've ever known. There's a coupon for an offer for a coupon on the top right-hand part of the screen. Showdown has 2,025 catalogs. They run out early, but right now they have them. Email info@showdowndisplays.com for 2,025 printed catalogs. They do table covers, tents, they do flags, they do banners. You can even get flags, corporate flags from Showdown. Now, I would look from tariff relief from suppliers. The ones that are addressing this issue immediately are the ones that I want to deal with. Sunjoy is not having any tariffs impact on their quick ship orders in April. That means you can go sell those things right now and get them ordered up to come in before the end of April, and the price is the price. Bella@sunjoy.us. If you want to know about these products they have are tariff free, she will tell you. $50 off an order coupon on the screen right now. Now become an Apple seller now. Sunjoy offers Apple products. You can get Apple AirPods. You can get tracker tags. You can get headphones. You can get Apple TV imprinted. There's another tracker code, Bella@sunjoy.us. She will teach you how to be an Apple seller. And I'm telling you, by selling Apple, you're selling credibility and making yourself the same. Now let's talk about water one more time. 7 shipping locations from Alexa Springs. I'm sorry I go on about this, but you need to know about freight charges coming from bottled water. Alexa Springs has 7 different shipping locations, and they make their own bottles in Mount Ida, Arkansas, and you can skip a column when you buy from Alexa Springs. Trainer has a great sample of the month program. You can sign up for this and you get a free virtual or you get a free physical sample every month from Trainer. Chantel T at trainergraphics.com if you would like to sign up for this service. Now here's a brief video. We've only got 3 more slides for here, so hang with me. Then I've got some great email addresses for you. Increase website SEO by posting properly and often. Greg can help you this with promo social posts.
Talking about how publishing to social media increases your SEO search rankings. In English, what this means is when someone goes onto Google and searches for promotional products in your city name, you're more likely to come up higher in the search rankings. We've had many distributors tell us that they now are on the first page of search results and have received new customers through Google searches.
Greg can help you with all this stuff. Greg at promosocialpost.com. He does newsletters. He does emailing campaigns for distributor. He's a great guy, and I trust him. Now, this is interesting right here. I swear this is going to be the last on our bottled water, but Alexa Springs just increased their production by 50% so they can get their orders out quickly. That is a clean plant. That's brand new. That's an additional plant that they have up in Mount Ida, Arkansas. And you're seeing the bottles go through cleaning, they're labeling, they're spinning them in here to get the accuracy on them. I think it's just fascinating watching these things because these machines are not inexpensive. People don't even know how a pallet of water is made. I really didn't either until I started watching these and going up to Alexa Springs. That's just, and what we've done there is we've done the bottling process, and right there on the right, that is what a pallet of water looks with. There's 2,000 and something bottles in that pallet. Here's a column pricing to get you going with Alexa Springs. And vehicle dealers, just an example, they buy 3 pallets a month. That's about 6,000 bottles a month, constant reorders, and they make great business cards for auto dealers because you can put the logo of the salesperson on it. Brian at alexasprings.com for bottled water samples. Now let's talk about new products selling at higher prices. This cool oodle band from Cloth Promotions is absolutely the coolest techno thing in the market right now. This is just a really cool little thing that you can use to program information into a hotel. You can give a wristband which has your key on it. You give a wristband which you click on what's the information. It shows you special offers. This is just cutting edge stuff. Scott at clothpromotions.com if you'd like to have the sample. Here are tariff-free USA-made products from Ad Capital. These are all ones you can sell without worrying about the price changing. They have great tote bags, hot pads, just a simple product that people used to sell all the time. How about a uniform vest? Shoe covers are great for realtors. Little election custom flags for those campaigns I was talking about. And if you're selling churches, how about prayer cloths? You can get samples of all these. Sales team at adcapital.com, and they even make American-made aprons. The Wounded Warrior program, I'm going to finish up here. Wounded Warrior is just one of the greatest things in the industry. I give $100 a month to Wounded Warrior. Snugs has a whole Wounded Warrior program to where they sponsor that. They sponsor this by selling their base camp products. There's a check for almost $108,000 that Snugs gave to the Wounded Warrior program at the show, and I just can't tell you. Customer care at snugsusa.com. This is just something I believe in. If you're not giving money to the Wounded Warrior program, you should. I don't get anything out of it. I just love what Snugs has done with that. Now here's Greg with Promo Social Post. No more videos about Greg, but he'll give you a free month of his social media service for free. Greg at promosocialpost.com. You want to sell food trucks? I've almost forgot about Earth Day. Trainer has eco cups that you can go and sell for Earth Day to food trucks that park at these events. Chantel T at trainergraphics.com. She will send you some eco-friendly cup samples. Food trucks are great because when you call them, you'll usually meet the owner. Here I am with my dear friend, Tim Andrews, who I've known. I met him the third day after he had come to work for ASI. He is a stand-up guy. ASI show Chicago is July 22nd to 24th. If you'd like to figure out how to get into that show, you can email asmith at asicentral.com. She will let you know how to do that, and you can start your certification process there. You can get a BASI or an MASI. That means you've completed a certain amount of courses, and it will make you feel like you know what you're doing. Do not miss the Chicago ASI show. I will be there, and I would love to meet you when you are there. Now, here's all the emails from the people that I've talked about, providers and suppliers. There's your ASI show information at the top, the no tariff samples from Ad Capital, their perfect print t-shirt sample, pin machine lapel pin kit, Apple products from Sunjoy, those 2025 catalogs from Showdown, logo match samples. They have catalogs too. Trainer sample of the month. They have 2025 catalogs too, as does Southern Plus. Their Snug Z quick ship samples, Wounded Warrior samples at those email addresses. The Quick On from Quickie. That's a great little self-promotion product. Alexa Springs. The Oodle Band from Cloth Promotions. Greg for social media. Awards from John G. Motorcycle. Sales at burlacamp.com. Those ESP stores. A. Smith at ASICentral.com. They won't bug you to death. They will just give you accurate information that will help you. Innovation Line golf samples, those Cloth Promotion sports samples. Also, you can get Lynn's cleaning cloth samples from Scott at clothpromotions.com. Bensel light samples, Eco Cup from Chantel, and the Gill Line sample kit, Mike M at gillline.com. That's another great American-made supplier. I'm going to leave these up for just a little while. If you would like to have the webinar replay, if you will email me, don at sellpromoproducts.com, I will be happy to send that to you as soon as it downloaded. I am so happy you are here today. And next Monday, I'm going to put out an ad for the next webinar. We will have 2 weeks after that, which will be the title of Selling in a High Tariff Promo Economy. I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do or what I am doing right now. All I can say is I really appreciate you tuning in today, and I hope you have a great day.